Hello, you're listening to Ebird Online, and I'm back with another review. And today, guys, I'm looking for an answer to the question, who put 50p in Sara? Yes, that's right. Today's video is about Jovi and Yara. So this week sees these two lovebirds travelling all the way to Las Vegas via LA in anticipation of their wedding. Unfortunately for them, along for the ride are a few undesirables, one of them being Sara. And guys, whenever I see Sara, my heart starts beating irregularly, and I haven't even got a dog in this fight. Never has someone with so little had so much to say. She gets on my very last nerve. But just before we begin, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click that big red button for regular content, and also don't forget to click the notification bell if you don't want to miss any videos. And finally, smash the like button if you enjoy. So without further ado, I give you Jovi and Yara. And so Jovi, Yara and a few of Jovis' friends are all sitting in the car travelling from LA to Vegas. And if anybody in comments wants to weigh in, why is it they're going back on themselves? I can't work it out, but it might just be me being thick, so if it is, apologies, but I would have imagined they could have flown direct, but I don't know, maybe it's because of COVID. And so they're all in the car, and Sara says, "Yeah, bitches, we're going to Vegas." Ugh. Honestly, I don't know how Yara resisted the urge to open the car door as they're going round a corner and push the girl out. And Jovi tells production, "I broke the rules and now Yara's really pissed off. I said I'd be back on time, but I came home late from my bachelor party." And at this point I can't help but think, Jovi, if she knew exactly what happened in your bachelor party, there's far more of this to come. Pissed off will scarcely suffice. And then Yara tells production, "It's not the wedding that we planned. I wanted it just to be us two." And then first I allowed his mum, and then he invited other friends, and then even more people. That's how everything is with Jovi. You let him have one bite and he'll eat your whole cake. That made me laugh because that is Jovi in a nutshell. And as they're driving along, Jovi and Yara are in the back with another of his friends. And Yara, who as we know is pregnant, was sleeping with her head up against the door. And Jovi's friend, the same little rat that was with him at the strip club penthouse, said, "Is she sleeping?" And Jovi said, I don't know if she's sleeping." And his friend said, "Yep, I think she's faking." And Jovi said there's no way she would sleep that quickly. And it's just this sort of thing that really irritates me about Jovi. When his friend suggests, is she actually asleep or is she faking, he should say, yeah, she is really tired as it happens, and just shut the conversation down. But he allows them to talk negatively about her and of her in her actual presence without thinking anything of it. If the Ebird had to keep the company of Jovi and his friends, never mind faking sleep, I'd fake death. Undertakers would be called. And then Jovi piped up, "Oh my god, I've got so much to do when I get to Las Vegas. I've got to get the marriage license, I've got to sort out my suit, I have nothing to wear, I've got to sort out rings, we still haven't bought those." And Sara said, "Why am I not surprised?" And somebody else said, "Jovi's always doing things on the fly." And Jovi said, "It don't matter, everything always works out just great." Does it, Jovi? Let's see how your wedding works out, shall we? I've got a feeling that everything works out just great because mummy and daddy and friends and other people step in to help him make things work. He's the absolute epitome of a spoiled little brat. And so they all decide to stop at a diner, and it's called Dinosaur Cafe. And as soon as they pull up, Jovi and his friends jump out of the car, and they all run off and start taking selfies together in front of the dinosaurs. Yara gets out and she's wandering around kind of on her own, and she tells us, "I'm stuck in the desert with all of Jovi's friends. It's all so different from where I'm from. I feel like I'm on another planet. I feel so lonely." And so she decides to call Lyra, her friend from Ukraine. So she rings Lyra's number, but Lyra's not in. But it would seem that Yara feels so lonely that even Lyra's voicemail is better company than Jovi, Sara et al. And in the midst of having fun with his friends and taking selfies and taking different photos, Jovi finally realises, where's Yara? And he walks over to her and asks her, "Why did you leave everyone? Are you okay?" And guys, I was waiting for her to start moaning at this point, but she just nodded and said, "Yeah, I'm okay." And then she went over and took selfies with everybody else. But Yara tells production, if I wasn't pregnant, I would just go home at this point. But now it's not that simple. "Yara, I'm with you. Quick, run away now." "Oh God, no, not that way. Away from Jovi, you fool." "Oh dear, I fear it's all too late." And then Jovi tells Yara, "Well, we've got more fun coming up tomorrow. I just hope that you can cheer up a bit." And they get back in the car and continue the journey. And so as they're driving along, Sara says, "Yara, are you going to sign a prenup?" Guys, she's such a shit stirrer. Why would Yara be signing a prenup? And as she said it, she had a smirking grin on her face, like she so often does. But Yara said quick as a flash, "What? What was that?" Sign a prenup for Jovi. What am I going to take? The old sofa? Perhaps the empty beer bottles? His broken table? Or maybe a lifetime of unhappiness? Maybe that's what she'll take away from the marriage. And honestly, this did make me laugh. And obviously, as we know from before, Sara doesn't like Yara, but I've literally got no clue why. She seems to find it hilarious that your boyfriend's always in the strip clubs. Sara, we learned just a couple of days ago that your boyfriend, until he had a kid with you, was always in the strip clubs 5 or 6 nights a week apparently as well. Where's the difference? You have exactly the same as Yara, albeit less good looking and less interesting. And finally, they arrive in Las Vegas. And Sara bounces out of the car. Yeah, the Cajun crew. Let's get ready and meet at the bar. And so they all have about 20 minutes to get ready. And they're going to start a hard night of drinking. And so when Jovi and Yara get to the room, he asks Yara, you ready to go for a drink? And Yara said, I'm not feeling too good, but I will come. And Jovi said, what's the matter? And Yara said, our wedding should be about us, but Jovi, you've made it all about you. It's like a big party for you and all of your friends. And then Jovi said, you really hate my friends that much, and this irritated me. This is another little mini gaslight, in the same way that Brandon said to Julia ages ago. Remember when she was moaning about having to get up every morning at 7 a.m. and do a full day's work? And he said, what, you don't like the cute little animals? And it's the same sort of thing. You don't like my friends. In fact, yes, that's correct. I don't like your friends. I don't think anyone bar you does, Jovi. But that's not the point. I don't want your friends inserted into every orifice. I just don't. Sorry guys, that came out a little bit more graphic than I'd anticipated, but I think I'll keep it because you get what I mean. And Yara said, you go out late, you come home drunk, I love you so much but you don't consider me. And then Jovi said to production, I feel terrible, it's a reality check, I can't afford to lose my future wife and my baby. And then he asked her, how can I make it perfect for you? And Yara said, I just want you to consider me more. And then Jovi finally said, which really surprised me, I'll tell the guys to forget it and just you and I will go out together for a meal. And that's where we leave things for this episode. So what does the Ebird make from this? I'm still very, very worried about Jovi. He likes a drink just a little bit too much. He likes a strip club a little bit too much. He allows his friends to crap talk his fiancé. And he very often considers Yara last. When they were taking photos at Dinosaur, it took him quite some time to realise, where's my fiancé? And so as far as I'm concerned, Jovi's got an awful lot of work to do. He's got an uphill mountain to climb. However, Jovi is putting his best foot forward. He did offer, when he was going out for his bachelor party, if you really want me to stay here, I will do. Now I know he ended up going, but he did make that offer, which I think is quite something. A bachelor party is quite a big deal, I think. And also this week, when he decided not to go out with his friends in LA and to just hang out with Yara, he is at least putting his best foot forward and he is making an effort. But the thing I liked, I think, most about this week was the fact that he said, I can't afford to lose my future wife and I can't afford to lose my unborn child. And I like the fact that Yara was first in this. And so it wasn't just sort of feelings of possession of his future child. He considers Yara as well. And if we think back just a couple of weeks ago, before the incident at Penthouse, Yara actually said herself, Jovi's been making a lot of effort, he's been going out with me, he's been considering me a lot more. Jovi's a typical single guy that's been busy sowing his little seeds around New Orleans. And I guess it will take him a while to kind of grow up and realise, now I have one person to put first other than myself. And I do think that is going to take him a while. And then on to Jovis Friends. Jovis Friends, it would seem to me, have a vested interest in keeping Jovi in a childlike state, in keeping Jovi's status as the terrible one. So look at Sara in her lofty ivory tower saying, oh God, Jovi's just terrible. Your boyfriend, yep, boyfriend, not husband, your boyfriend that you have a kid with is cut from the same cloth. And he said himself, it's only in the last couple of years that he has changed. But I think all of those guys there completely benefit from saying, I'm bad, but I'm not as bad as Jovi. Because of course they want to say to their girlfriends when they're angry, well, look at Jovi, I could be like him, and I'm not. But I think the second reason is good old-fashioned jealousy. I'm pretty certain that all of these guys shit-talk Jovi behind his back when he's not around. And I noticed when he went to that clam bake that they were all giving each other conspiratorial looks, kind of behind his back. They're envious. More than likely, when Jovi was taking strippers home and pulling fit girls that worked at strip clubs, they could at least think, well, they're doing it for free drinks, they're doing it for money. But now he's gone and pulled somebody who genuinely wants to be with him, who's every bit as fit, and I think they've all got a case of the green-eyed monster. So guys, let me know what you think. Do you think that Jovi has improved a little bit, and do you think that he's got it in him to one day make a halfway decent partner? I really do think he has, and I'm really crossing my fingers for these two because I think these are the best match out of all the couples this season. And also, now there's a little Bam Bam on the way, it would be nice if they could make a real united unit. Let me know what you think in comments down below, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed to my channel thus far, and please click that big red button and make Ebird smile if you've yet to do so. Don't forget to smash the like button, and I'll see you soon. You've been listening to Ebird Online, and I bid you good day.